Hello everyone, myself Shreya. Our project topic is synthesis of nanoparticles using medicinal herbs and utilization in water treatment. These are the contents of our project. Abstract. Over the years, many methods have been developed for the treatment of water. In those, the use of nanoparticles has gained significant importance. Hence, the chemical synthesis of nanoparticles, which comes with the disadvantage of production of chemical waste. Hence, to avoid this large amount of production of chemical waste, the method has been devised where the plant extract is used instead of a chemical as a reducing agent for the reaction, and it is more eco-friendly. And in this project, we aim to synthesize zinc nanoparticles using medicinal herb as tulsi and wish to assess the overall impact of nanoparticles in the treatment of water. And the experimental report shows that the particle size of around 200 nanometer and it was active against gram-negative bacteria. So the alternate processes are being followed to achieve further reduction of particles for better efficiency. And the introduction. The use of nanoparticles is the treatment of water has been done. Since the nanoparticle has a good absorbent property, hence it helps in eliminating the suspended impurities in water, while the antimicrobial properties helps in eliminating certain pathogens. The small size of nanoparticles provides a lot of surface for interaction and ultimately the elimination of contaminants. And the advantage is that the chemical waste production is considerably reduced and the use of commonly available herbs makes it economic for the synthesis of nanoparticles. Since we are using here the tulsi as a medicinal herb, there has been lot of work done towards this research in the synthesis of gold, silver and copper nanoparticles. And these are the main objectives of our project. First is the synthesis of zinc nanoparticles using herb extract, and then checking the efficiency of these nanoparticles in water treatment of domestic wastewater. These are the methodologies. First method is preparation of nanoparticles and then characterization of these nanoparticles for its physical properties. Then the testing the sample for antimicrobial activity, and last assessment of efficiency of nanoparticles. And next process will be explained by Shilpa.
Now I am going to explain the procedure. The herb which we used for the preparation of sample is tulsi leaves. The 50 gram of tulsi leaves were taken to prepare grinded solution and 50 grams of tulsi leaves were taken to prepare boiled solution. These solution were filtered. After filtering, 50 ml of grinded solution was taken to prepare the nanoparticle and 150 ml of grinded solution was taken for the preparation of nanoparticle and separate 150 ml of boiled solution was taken for the preparation of nanoparticle. The chemical used in the process is zinc acetate of 0.04 molarity. To prepare the zinc acetate solution of 0.04 molarity, 0.877 gram of zinc acetate crystal was weighed. The weighed crystals were put in the 100 ml of standard flask. The distilled water was added to up to the mark to obtain the 0.04 molarity zinc acetate solution. The obtained zinc acetate solution was added to the sample prepared. The sample prepared by grinded and boiled was kept above the magnetic stirrer of 1000 rpm. It was kept for 15 minutes for 2 to 3 days. The zinc acetate solution was added drop by drop, which was kept above the stirrer. The sample was taken for testing of nanoparticle. Before that, the sample was later sonicated for 5 minutes at an altitude of 50%. The pictures in the PPT are left one is grinded extract solution and right one is boiled extract solution. The zinc acetate solution was added drop by drop to the solution. Stage 2. The obtained solution was sent for the characterization under particle size analysis and DLS to study and confirm the presence of nanoparticle in it. The particle size analysis and has given the result 0.135 value of PDI value, and zeta potential was found to be good for boiled solution. The grinded solution was found to be, the size was found to be more, PDI value was found to be more than 0.5. So it cannot be said the result was it has more than the size was above 1000 nanometer, so it cannot be used. The instrument, the device used for DLS. Stage 3. The sample were sent for the antimicrobial activity. The sample is to be tested for both gram positive and gram negative bacteria. The boiled sample was good for gram positive. It was active for gram positive bacteria, but it was not active for gram negative bacteria. Once the antimicrobial activity is confirmed, the further test will be conducted to check their efficiency for the same. It is tested for the sample is tested for the domestic wastewater.
So the procedure synthesis goes as follows. Procedure of the synthesis goes as follows. First, 50 grams of tulsi leaves is taken and it's boiled in water. And then this water is filtered. The boiled solution is filtered well. And then this filtered solution is stirred at the speed of about 1000 rpm in a magnetic stirrer. So once this process is done, the second part is making a 0.4 molar solution of zinc acetate. For this we require 0.877 grams of zinc acetate crystal. And then this crystal zinc acetate is then mixed into 100 ml of water, and it is diluted well using a 100 ml standard flask. Once the fully diluted solution is created, this solution is then drop by drop added into the tulsi solution that we have prepared while stirring it consecutively. So the equipment, as far as the synthesis part of this project is concerned, there were as such no scientific equipments used except for the magnetic stirrer, which was used to maintain the uniformity in the solution. However, the detection of nanoparticles was done using the DLS, that is dynamic light scattering synthesizer equipment. Also, as far as the microbe inhibition test was concerned, refrigeration and incubation units were used while performing the antimicrobial test to check the antimicrobial activity of the particles. So the results that we have obtained showed us that the methodology that we pursued for the synthesis of nanoparticles have been able to synthesize nanoparticles within the size of around 272 nanometers. with a favorable PDI, that is a polydispersity index of 0.135. So, a favorable the favorable polydispersity index has to be zero point 0.5 or less than 0.5. So, 0.135 is a good number, and also the zeta potential was found to be good. The second objective involved testing the antimicrobial capabilities of the particles. For that, we had to do the microbe inhibition test, and the result that came from that test showed us that the particles showed considerable activities against pathogens like Escherichia coli, Staphylococcus aureus, and Pseudomonas aeruginosa. So E. coli and Pseudomonas aeruginosa happened to be gram-negative bacteria, and Staphylococcus aureus happened to be gram-positive bacteria. So we have been able to attain antimicrobial activity against gram-negative and gram-positive bacteria. Hence, we could conclude that the nanoparticles that we've synthesized show considerable antimicrobial activity. So here is the size distribution report. It shows the size of the nanoparticles synthesized, that is 272.5 nanometers. The PDI value is 3.135, and the result quality is said to be good. This is the zeta potential report. And here is the result of antimicrobial testing. Here it shows the protocol under which this test was performed. And here is the result. It shows considerable activity against E. coli, Staphylococcus aureus, and Pseudomonas aeruginosa. As far as the Bacillus subtilis is concerned, it's a non-pathogenic bacteria, and it was tested for a protocol purpose. However, the zero activity against that bacteria doesn't affect our objective.
Relevance. The smallest size, it refers to that of the nanoparticles, provides for better antimicrobial interaction. The synthesis of nanoparticles and their application in the water treatment will pave way for devising more effective methods in the water treatment. In addition to it, using locally available herbs, that is the tulsi leaves, will make the synthesis of the nanoparticles more feasible, and the reduction in the use of chemicals will make the process eco-friendly. Conclusion and a future scope. After conducting the required test, we are able to conclude that the synthesized nanoparticles have shown antimicrobial activity against the prominent pathogens. The relatively eco-friendly method of the nanoparticle synthesis make it a more viable option for termination of the synthesis. The future work with respect to the project may entail devising a method to put the nanoparticles into direct application and make a product usable for end users for the water treatment. Commercialization and the target users. The synthesized nanoparticles can be extracted and used as nanomembranes and the nanoadsorbents materials. These membranes or adsorbents can be used in the water treatment technologies. Provided the biosynthesis of the nanoparticles, the technology would be relatively cheaper and also eco-friendly. Hence, this would help us to take the water purification technologies to the poor sections of the society, as they are ones who have the least access for the clean drinking water, hence widening the ambit at which it could serve the people. Outcome. We have achieved successful synthesis of the nanoparticles. We have achieved the positive results in the nanoparticles. Potential of the antimicrobial activity against the gram-positive as well as gram-negative bacteria. Thank you.